Hello and welcome to Alchemist Whim. I make those up as I go. I'm not playing anything in particular. It's just whatever I feel in the moment. It's the whim. Kazoo whim. Yes, you heard it here. Kazoo whim. Alright, well, welcome to Alchemist Whim. I am Alchemist Jen. It's great having you today. Today's whim of the day is to talk a little bit about yarn journeys. What's that? I just made it up. For real. Just made it up. Just now. So, I have yarn over at Rabbit Row Yarns in Rabbit Row Yarns and Haberdashery over in Corning, New York. So yay, Barb, she's amazing. She may be watching this. Shout out to Barb. Alrighty, so we just had a great chat today talking about what different yarns to bring in next, and then I brought some home with me, and I was thinking about yarn journeys and the journeys of hand-dyed yarn. So the yarn is produced somewhere. We get yarn from somewhere. It's got a start. We order it. We either know the farmers or we have vendors that we connect with as dyers, and then we bring it into our fold. We dye it, and then it goes different places. So sometimes it's going to shops, sometimes it's going to events with us, sometimes it's hanging out in our stash until it's the right time. Sometimes we have custom orders, and somebody has specifically asked for a specific thing that we can magically make happen for them. So today I wanted to showcase some of the yarns that I'm bringing home that are free to go on more adventures and to go to different shows, to go up in my shop, for anyone to decide that that's, they've been waiting for this yarn, and this is what they've been looking for, or they didn't know until just then. So it's really cool just to think about yarn journeys, and when you just like anything you see and you connect with it, having that ability to have that connection, the opportunity to connect, is a beautiful thing. So these are some great yarns. So these are Angora and merino wool. So they are 50 grams. And so they're gorgeous. They're in the colorway, I put this one in, Summer Essence. So beautiful bright colors. Very, very fun. So those will go up in the shop soon. I have same base, different colorway. So this is the merino Angora, and then this one is Autumn Switch. So I kind of went with the seasonal themes. I think I dyed these in October, so September, October time. So nice hues there, and 50 grams for those as well, and they are a fingering weight. And then I've got more bulkier yarns, and very fun colors. These so boucle, so it is alpaca, 82% and 13% merino wool, and then a little bit of nylon. So this one's very fun. I named it Parrot Booty because it looks like a parrot. And then why not think of parrots and then automatically think of pirates. So lots of good colors there. Just really fun. I think that would be a super amazing sweater. I've got 5 skeins of that. They are 328 yards and a fingering weight because they're nice and small, but they'd still be lofty and fluffy when you knit or crochet them up. So that is that goodness. And then I have a thick beauty. I've got 3 skeins of this one. This one is Andean Highland wool, and I've called it Darkling's Crush. So nice and chunky, and I've got 3 of those. And then what's cool, this one has the purple pop dye in there, so the purple pop spreads, and you can see that drama it creates with that really hot pink in there with that purple. So, and then this one has true black in it, so that one also spread really well too. So it's a pretty dramatic one. It would make a really cool hat, or if there's 3 of them, it would make a really fun scarf. So, or cowl. A cowl would be pretty amazing. It's still snowing here, and you don't have to wait till next season to make something fun. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. It's always a fun time to make stuff, and like something even like a fingering weight would transcend seasons, so you don't have to worry about waiting till it's going to start warming up, but you don't have to worry about waiting till it gets cooler again before you start making. I know a lot of us tend to be seasonal makers. We'll go off to a certain craft, or we'll latch onto it when we spend more time indoors. So it's kind of fascinating to see the flows and trends of our creative cycles with different seasons. So things that I'm working on for future yarns. I've talked a lot about using the knitting machine to make tubes so that I can, I've got an example, I'll get really close to the camera right there, of being able to make gradients and thicker stripes. So that still is a thing, and then I'll be experimenting with more yarns to see what ones like the knitting machine. So might play with, the only one here that would probably work would be like the Angora Merino blend. But that's already died, isn't it? That would be a cool hat though. So maybe some of these things, if I find that they're not moving like this in a skein form, I could easily make them into hats and other things, and then see if people gravitate towards them that way too. Maybe they're just not in their finished form yet. Art is like that. Creating is like that, and giving it a chance to have a different vantage point, have a different audience, is a really cool thing. So, a new life, a new path, make room for new stuff for the people that are going to see it. So I just wanted to reflect a little bit on journeys, artistic journeys, yarn journeys, and I don't know, everything can expand and grow, and as you're expanding and growing yourself. So those are my thoughts of the day, my whim of the day, yarn journeys. And then we'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Tomorrow's a different day. It's going to be a great one. Whatever happens, it's going to be great. We'll make it good, right? So we'll see what the whim of the day is tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Toodaloo.